Camp NaNoWriMo is finally here! Oh my god, finally, finally. Hello, I'm Sophie welcome back to my channel, and welcome to week 1 of Camp NaNoWriMo this fine July. So, if you are not aware, my goal for this month is to finish Act 2 of Project What. This means that I have to type up all the stuff that I wrote on paper, and then also write all the new stuff because I did not finish Act 2 on paper. I still need to do that, so that is my goal. That is my goal for Project What, and that is all that this vlog is. Cool? So, this week is all typing up stuff that I've handwritten so far. I did not finish typing everything up in this vlog, but we made some significant progress. So, we're still doing that, but we're almost done. We're almost done. So, day 1. This summer I've been going to the gym, which is the first time that I've been doing this routinely since like middle school, which is a little embarrassing, but that's okay. But the whole thing about the whole gym thing is that it's free right now for the summer because Planet Fitness has that like summer pass, I think that's what it's called. So I am using that, and I'm trying to go to the gym as much as I can before it expires in like August. I think like August 1st. Anyways, it was a couple of days before camp started that I resolved to no longer handwrite my story and instead start typing it again, which meant that I had to start typing up everything. Yay! Initially, I was very excited to start typing up all this stuff because it's like I used like 80% of this notebook. It's full of my story. I want to see how much I've actually like written by hand. I want to see how that translates from this notebook to my Google Doc. Very exciting, but throughout this week, as I will talk about later, I was successfully humbled. And on top of this all, for the first day, when I tried to do my second update on the camp website, I actually put it in after midnight, so it was technically words for day 2. Great job! Great job, me. That 10 out of 10. Then, day 2 was Saturday, so it was stream day, and apparently that's all it was, because I didn't film anything else. It was just streaming, and I mean, I did go into work that day, so that probably explains things, but it was a very productive stream, so. Cool. Let's do this. Day 3, I did not work. I did not go to work. But it was a weird day. First and foremost, we got a new couch and entertainment center for our like living room. That like hangout room that I talked about in a video before. I can't remember what video. But that room that my siblings and I hang out in. Now, we got a new couch and we got a new entertainment center for that. So, that whole thing, setting up the couch and everything, was a team effort from the whole family. Whole ordeal. But it made our little hangout room very nice. So, big win. But after we were done, I felt motivated. I felt like active. I had energy. I was ready to rock. I did get some stuff done for camp, and I wrote on my iPad instead of my laptop because I felt like it. I don't really know. I was just like, I don't want to touch my laptop right now. So I went instead onto my iPad and started typing it up there. I think the fact that like the Google Docs app doesn't have page numbers makes it a lot harder for me to pace out how much work I've gotten done, which can be a great thing. Like if I'm in the flow and I don't realize how much work I'm doing and then I look back and I'm like, wow, I got like 2,000 words in that hour or something. That's great, but most of the time it's the opposite, where I think I got a lot done and then I scroll up twice and I'm like, okay, I've done like 2 pages. I've done like 2 pages of work. That's fine, but it makes it harder for me to gauge my success by my progress, and that is very nice. And this time it wasn't too bad because I hit 30K in the draft. Let's go. Alright, and now it is 4th of July. Fun little American holiday. How did I spend this fine Monday? I went to see the new Minions movie with my friend and my sister. As one does. on Independence Day, I guess. And then I think I talked about this in a different vlog like a while ago, but I put on the Making of Frozen 2 docu-series on Disney Plus to help me get into the productive mood later that day. I don't know what it is about this docu-series, but I watch it all the time, and it just, maybe it's because like these people are working on this huge project and like it shows the ins and outs of it, but every time I put it on I get so much done. I do not know how, but it helps. So I put it on and I got to work. And today specifically, I got a lot of easy words because I copy and pasted a couple of scenes from draft 2 into draft 3, so didn't have to do any of the writing. I let past me do all the work, and I just copy and pasted it straight into the doc. And for these scenes, I'm not editing them yet. I'll get into that later. Not in this video, but later on. But I'm not editing them right now, but I am highlighting them in gray just so I can see visually what's draft 3 and what's draft 2. So if you see any major word count jumps in this vlog from here on out, it's because I'm copy and pasting scenes. I am not writing that much in a day. I wish, but I am not. It is just past me doing all of my work. And slowly throughout this day, I crept back up to being on pace with like my camp goal. You know how camp on the website has like that little on track graph? I was very close. I was very close to being on track, and we got there. We got there because once again, I copy and pasted another scene, which got me actually like 3,000 words above. So not bad. And then, because I was like 3,000 words above my goal, I decided to take a break. And maybe, you know what, maybe because of the docu-series I was watching too, but I was ahead. I was tired of looking at my screen. I decided to switch it up and break up my main goal of getting Project What ready to be printed into smaller goals so I could pace myself a little better. So I'll try to explain this better when I actually do print my draft out, which will hopefully be soon, but here's the main idea right now. So at the moment, I have a very, very messy draft. Like, it is scrapbooked together. Like I said, it has those gray patches that are just draft 2 that I have not touched. I just copy and pasted it straight from the draft and let it be. And then like the stuff is handwritten. Sometimes I didn't have the full context of stuff. It's very not good. And I know, like, looking at it on a screen or like even exporting as a PDF and putting it on my iPad would not work because I need to be able to like flip through the story to see the whole thing, right? So I will be printing it out, yay! And I won't be printing it out with Lulu. I'm gonna do that for like the final draft 3, but I will be using Office Max and getting one of those like spiral bound ones so I can just like flip through it like a maniac and put all my notes in there. That being said, I do want to get my story out to betas this year. I think in December. I need to look at my goals, but I want to get it out this year, so I really need to get cranking if I want to stay on that pace, you know? So what I did was I sectioned off my goals for camp into like 3 goals just to get me on a pace to be able to get going, you know? I didn't like plan out the rest of my year like that. I just wanted to do July because it's going to be a productive month already. I just want to make sure I can stay on pace with what I want to do. Yeah. Then day 5, I don't have any footage of me writing, though I did get some stuff done, but it was a schoolwork day and a go to work day, so there were things that I could not control. on this day, but we got them done. So I woke up and immediately got to work on my school things because I had to go to work in like 4 hours, so I didn't want to have any school assignments to do when I got back from work. So it was crunch time. And like I said, I did get some writing done. I just didn't film it. I got like 3,000 words, but no footage. No footage. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got the work done, so it's not awful. It's not great. And then day 6 was also a schoolwork day, but I didn't go to work, so I had a little bit more time on my hands. This was a Wednesday, and my sister goes to boxing on Wednesdays, so I tag along with her and my mom to go drop her off, and then my mom and I walk around the like complex that the building is in, just to, you know, stay active, have a little fun. But recently it has been way too hot for us to do that, so we kind of just sit in the boxing gym until my sister's class is over. But we did that, we had our little walk, and then when we got home, I talked to my sci-fi co-writer, and we fixed up a lot of like little holes in our story, mostly world building and like logistical stuff, but we got a lot done on call, and we are so close to being able to start writing that story again. We just have to do a little bit more like species world building and like character fleshing out, but I am so excited. I'm so excited to start that story. Anyways, I don't have a notebook for that project, so I'm putting the notes that I have in my bullet journal. I'm just using a specific marker to show that like, hey, this is the sci-fi story, not your to-do list. But it looks really cool. The purple. It's kind of fun. But then it was back to project 1. And we hit 40k in the draft. Let's go. Making progress. And I am also still slightly above my little graph on the camp website. Very nice. But stopping at the start of chapter 11, it was time to switch to editing a YouTube video because Lord knows I need to keep up on that. And then for day 7, I started the day with answering YouTube comments that I have been neglecting for months. It took me 2 hours to answer all of them. I am so sorry to people who have been waiting for a response for, like I said, months. I think it went back like 5 or 6 months. So if you've been waiting for half a year, I am so sorry, but I've gotten through all of those, so I will try to not let it happen again. And then my family, some of my family, because some people were at work and not there, but some of my family and I went out shopping, grocery shopping. Usually we don't all go, but it was a family affair for some reason this time. Very chaotic when my siblings tag along with my parents, but I got a Squishmallow from Costco, so I cannot complain.
My hair is so frizzy. Why did no one tell me this?
But today I ended up finishing typing up Act 1. Let's go! But this is in fact where the week ends. Kind of a cool little ending. Nice, solid, we're done with Act 1 in week 1 kind of deal. But yeah, that is the week for me. And now I will be switching to past me to talk about a little something else that is not as fun as finishing typing up Act 1. But I need to know if other people like deal with the same thing, so yes. Hello. Today, I'm here to talk about getting tired of hearing your own voice, your own writing voice, I should specify, your own story voice, your own, tired of listening to yourself. Yeah? While this week 1 has been great for word count so far, I have been noticing a little bit of like, just a little problem, just a little something that could be hindering how much I can get done. Growing tired of my own voice, my own writing voice. This usually happens for me when I'm like revising a lot at once and I'm not working on anything else. I'm just rereading, and it's just like I'm not doing anything else. I'm just reading this one story that I have written myself. Yeah, and I've never had this issue with writing one story, like creating the story, but this whole getting tired of hearing my own voice thing is usually the reason why I don't revise as fast, especially if I'm not working on anything else, because I don't know, maybe because I'm not creating it actively, but I need something else to do, or it's just gets like boring and redundant, and it's like I cannot do this. Because like I said, it gets redundant, it's tiring, and it feels like I'm listening to myself talk for like hours on end with no break, and it's awful. Even if I do have like an actual break, like in real life, if I have to keep coming back to it, it's like, girl, shut up. Like, stop talking. I don't know. So like I said, if I have like other things I'm working on at the same time when I'm revising, my stories typically have like a different voice, like just very little of a different voice. So that being able to switch between that, very helpful. But sometimes we do not have that at our disposal, so we must make do. But even now, with just this whole typing up thing, I am not revising or writing, technically. I am just typing up stuff I already wrote, which kind of puts us in a new situation here. One that I have not documented before. And honestly, arguably worse than just revising and getting tired of the voice. Because I am not actively adding or changing anything to the story that I have in my notebook. I mean, I might like switch up a sentence or two because I didn't like how I wrote it at the time, but I am not doing much except reading what I wrote down in that notebook and typing it up. And in the first few days of this week, it got very tiring very fast. Maybe I could like compare this to when I would write on paper at school, because especially in sophomore year of high school, I had a lot of free time. So I would write a lot, and I would have a lot by the end of the day, and I wanted to type it up when I was free, right? So I would have this like, not huge, it's like 4 or 5 pages, but that was a lot, and I would type them up and I would start to get tired. I'm like, I don't want to hear this again, probably because I wrote it so recently and I had already like had that story in my mind. I don't need to see it again. Like, this is not this is not special, this is not new, but it's the only thing I could compare it to. But now that writing's from like a month out, so it's not like the whole, it's not new anymore. It's more, I'm not doing anything else except working on this project, you know? That being said, the fact that my word counts were flying up on the camp website, and also that my Google Doc for this project is finally filling up again, was very motivating, and ultimately was what has been keeping me going so far. But I thought I would share this kind of thing anyways, because I want to know if you guys deal with the same thing or not. Do you ever grow tired of hearing yourself? Do you ever get tired of reading your own writing voice, or like processing your own writing voice? Because youch, you know. Like I said, this mostly happens to me when I'm revising, but does this happen for you in like any other stages of writing? I don't even know which one. Drafting, I guess. World building? Are you tired of world building? You're just like, I do not care. I cannot do this right now. Let me know. Hopefully I'm not in this alone. I will cry if it's just me. It's just me, but I doubt it. So let me know. Let me know if you get tired of hearing your own writing voice constantly. Yeah. Alright, but that is basically it for my first week of camp. How did it go for you if you are participating? How are you doing? How's writing going? for all of you. I feel good going into the next week with all this progress in week 1, so good luck everyone. By the time you're seeing this, week 2 is over, so how did week 2 go as well? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Let me know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, thanks for being here, and thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Wow.